So I've just met up with a friend of mine. He's closing down his tank. So he had a few other things that he couldn't sell, couldn't shift on, so we've just been and met up halfway in between us both. And I will show you what I've got. If you can see, so we've got one clown, two clown. Funny thing is, these clowns are what I actually bred myself. These are the babies, the offspring of what I'd already bred. He took them off me as babies. He's grown them on and now he's closing his tank. We've got a blood shrimp, is it? Or a fire shrimp, a couple of hermits, some conchas, and then just a little rock with some mushrooms on, and an algae blenny. So I'm not sure whether I will be keeping everything that's in here. We'll see how the clowns get on with the other clowns that are already in the tank. And some of these hermits look a bit big for my liking, but we'll have a look, we'll get them acclimated and see how they do in the tank. So the fish are being acclimating and everything else that's in there as well. Got the two clowns, my previous clowns. They've grown really well actually. Looking forward to getting them back into the tank. Obviously all being well and there's no squabbling, we can have a nice group of clowns in there. So we'll just lower them in. Salinity and parameters are near enough identical to what both of us keep anyway. And there they go. Straight in, nothing seems to be bothering them straight off the bat. Clowns are clowns, so they might display some funny behaviours to start with, but we'll see how they get on. It would be nice if if these pair decided to stay over this side of the tank, because pretty much all the other clowns just stay around here. So yeah, it'd be good to see how they do. And then it's time to get the rest in. That shrimp is huge. So we've got everything else. Shrimp, algae blenny, or lawnmower blenny, hermits, conchas, and mushrooms. Just bring you a bit closer as we add them into the tank. That's everything in. Obviously I would have preferred to get everything in a bit more gentle, but sometimes needs must. I'll show you what's down here. It's mainly all the hermits. The shrimps ran off straight away, so I'll move them mushrooms about later on. I don't even know whether the camera's picking that up. Let me just find my filter and I'll come back. There we go guys, back with the filter. So a little mushroom rock there, that's upside down, so that's not ideal. Big hermits. And what else did we have? Clowns. Miss bar there. It's not overly happy, but I'm sure, like I said, clowns display weird behaviour anyway. The other one's at the back there with the engineer goby. Anthea's come to have a look at what's happening. There's the other pair that we've got. They're black snowflakes, I think. Black ice snowflakes. Blue eye coal tang from the previous video, you can see he's doing really well. algae blenny has disappeared somewhere. Obviously the masters of disguise, so he'll be hiding in a rock somewhere. But yeah, everything else doing really well. So I'll give you an update on all these fish and inverts coming up soon. Cheers guys. Quick video of all the clowns checking each other out. So that's my original female. I've had her 3 years, and she was paired up. I've managed to successfully breed them. Had quite a few babies off them. Sold a group to a friend of mine who was doing a clown only and nem tank. He's obviously sold off what he can, lost a few along the way, but the two smaller ones, them two, I've actually got them back, so he's closed his tank down and now they're out exploring. Back with the mother, there she is, and she's taken to him quite well. The other tiny baby that I got when I lost the male clown is a bit isolated, tends to keep towards the top of the tank. Not noticed any bullying as such, but he just, I don't know, doesn't seem to fit in well. So because that puts us up to 6 clowns into the tank, well, I think I might try and move him on to somebody else or take him back to the shop. So the tank is getting quite stocked now. Plenty of hiding spaces and different territories for everything. But I'm happy with how everything's doing. Obviously there's no real large fish in here. The biggest things in size is either the female clown or the antheas. And I did manage to pick these antheas up for an absolute steal off somebody else closing the tank down. I prefer to get fish from tank closures. You know that the fish have been settled, they're used to being in a tank, whereas sometimes you get them from shops. And 2 weeks ago they were on a natural reef with all the ocean, and they just don't adapt that well to being in captivity. Whereas getting fish from tank breakdowns, you know, there's a bit more of an element of security with them. But yeah, everything is looking great, other than the algae that's still in the tank. I'm battling that with some rower phos because my phosphates were quite elevated. Going to weekly water changes, doing a 25 litre weekly water change, which is 10%, and then removing as much as I can while I'm doing them water changes with a toothbrush, with the siphon, trying to suck off as much as I can. Yeah, happy with how everything's going. Obviously there's 3 conchas, so they're gonna get to work on sifting out all this diatoms on the bottom. Duncan's doing well. In fact, so I've got this big patch of Duncans here doing really well on the bottom. We've got some Duncans there that I fragged, the one on the left, fragged them. That patch used to be here, just behind that green mushroom, and the nem was stinging it, so I had to move that. These Duncans here, that one and that one, they also were what I fragged. And then there's still a big patch there, but as you can see, top one's not doing brilliant, but they're doing okay. The bottom one's all closed up, receding, not really sure what's going off there, so I think I'll try and try and frag that up as well. I might do a video if anybody wants to see a video on how I frag these up. Just let me know in the comments. Look at that little bill. It's doing really well. I can just see the blood shrimp's antennas behind there, look. If it focuses, there it is. Stunning, stunning shrimp. Don't really find reds like that anywhere. Cold Tang doing his business. Yeah, happy with it all. Cheers guys.